Commencing story. Elites, please remain seated. Standards, remain seated. Commencing story. Storytellers, please begin. Storytellers, please greet our elite guests.
Our honoured elite guests.
Our treasured elite guests.
Welcome.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you. Please greet our standard guests.
Hello.
Hi.
These will be your storytellers for the evening. It is their responsibility to ensure that you have the best possible storytelling experience. They will ensure that all of our guests are safe, comfortable, and sufficiently stimulated at all times. Elite guests. It is your responsibility to ensure that our story follows the correct path. Your decisions will change the course our story takes and the way our story is told. To aid the decision-making process, all elite guests should have received their own personal thumbs of judgment. Please show your thumbs to our standard guests now. Thank you. When the time comes to make a decision, you will hear this tone. And you will be given two options. To vote for option 1, simply raise your thumb into the air and light it, like this. To vote for option 2, simply keep your thumb down and unlit, like this. Thank you. Storytellers, please initiate practice vote.
Our treasured elite guests.
Our honoured elite guests.
If you understand how voting works, at the next turn, please raise your thumbs.
If you do not understand how voting works, please keep your thumbs down.
That's thumbs up for I understand.
Thumbs down for I am confused.
Thank you. As expected, our elite guests understand everything.
Well done. Thank you for your cooperation. Your story will begin shortly. Standard guests. To help illustrate our story and bring it to life, your storytellers may ask you to assist them with small tasks, duties, or games. It is your responsibility to watch the story closely, and when called upon to follow instructions in a precise, prompt, and conscientious manner. For example, they may ask you to bow your heads to our esteemed elite guests, like so.
Standard, bow your heads to our esteemed elite guests, like so. Like so.
There is no pressure or obligation to complete these tasks. And if you are asked to do something you do not want to do, simply raise your no thank you cards, like this. And your storytellers will look to someone else. There will be no judgment if you would rather not perform a task. For example,
Yvette, standard, perform a triple somersault while reciting pi to 18 places and pretend it's fun because it's audience interaction.
Very assertive standard, well done.
however, for those standards who have aspirations, completing tasks and competing in games could serve you very well.
The standards who impress us, who are victorious in their games, or who complete their tasks with great passion or zeal.
They may be elevated to elite status and gain their very own badge of eliteness and thumb of judgment.
Explanation complete. Storytellers, please commence story. Storytellers, please commence story. We hope you enjoy your storytelling experience.
This is the story of a girl from Lowground, spun out of spider,
And a boy from Highground, carved out of clouds.
The girl was one of many silk children woven into life by the mother spider, born amongst the dusty grasses of the dirt leaders of the dirt fields had a very important responsibility. It was their job to grow food and crops for all the people of Lowground and even the city of Highground above.
The people of Highground had an even greater responsibility. They have the duty of communicating with the winds and controlling the clouds and the rain.
The girl was part of a huge family.
Whereas the boy was totally unique.
And there were many families that made their homes along the dirt fields.
Nobody had ever seen anything like him before.
There were the Beetle brothers, who sowed the seeds.
The winds had blessed them with a brand new creation.
The Mantis cousins, who led the harvest.
And everyone in Highground rejoiced at his
The
coming.
Earthworm
He was
Nation,
given
who had
tiny
400
spoons
family
and
members that I'm
played
going to
with
list by
beautiful
name.
music. He was
There
surrounded by the
Uncle
greatest
Bert,
educators and
Auntie
protected
Yvette,
from all the hardships and
Sister
ugliness
Bob,
of the world outside.
Grandpa Lou.
Conflict detected. Please cease immediately.
That wasn't conflict.
Please use elites to settle the conflict.
We just got a bit excited.
Please avoid future conflict. We don't want things getting out of hand.
Understood.
Our treasured elite guests.
Our honoured elite guests.
Please solve this dispute.
Please let us know what would best serve your storytelling experience.
To hear more about the girl from Lowground and the families along the dirt fields, at the next turn, please raise your thumbs.
To hear more about the winds and the boy from Highground, please keep your thumbs down.
That's thumbs up for the girl.
And thumbs down for the boy.
Thank you. You are voted for the girl. The girl was one of many silk children, woven into life by the mother spider. Her elegant strings knitted together with precision and subtlety to create silky skin and sinew. The girl was just one worker in a community of countless others. The silk children were born together, raised together, and then sent out to join the work on the dirt fields, ensuring that everyone in Lowground and Highground remained happy and fed. If the weather turned, or there was a bad harvest, it was the dirt fielders who would have to miss out on food to make up the difference. The trouble at the bottom could never be allowed to reach the people at the top. The Highgrounders needed to stay happy and comfortable at all times. How else would they be allowed to continue their important work?
Now the boy was born with all the advantages that Highground had to offer. He was given the finest foods. Played the most beautiful music. Surrounded by the greatest educators. And protected from all the hardship and ugliness from the world outside. He grew into a kind, gentle, and sensitive boy, loved by all.
Now the girl did not have the finest foods or the most beautiful music. What she had was a job. Her job, and the job of all the silk children, was to gather together all the water droplets that rained down from Highground above.
You see, the people of Highground had a very important responsibility. Through their communication with the winds, they controlled the clouds and the rain. With their guidance, all the water in the world flowed through Highground and trickled down to Lowground below.
Standards, it's time for our first game. Please prepare yourselves.
Whoever can collect the most of these water droplets will win a seat amongst the elites.
Those who would like to compete, please take a moment to step forward and make a line here.
Okay, are we ready?
3, 2, 1, go!
Every part of the dirt fields needed water to keep on growing.
Okay, this time, everyone come together, protect your water droplets. There, I think. Oh, that's you. You definitely want one. Thank you, sir. Please sit down. Thank you. Please sit down. I think this one's got it. Okay. Everyone return your water. Thank you very much. Congratulations!
Oh, we have a winner! Congratulations!
You are now an elite audience member. How do you feel?
Right.
Intervention. Total count of elite guests must be an odd number at all times.
And because there must always be an odd number of these, you can choose someone to take with you.
That was quite an ambiguous one.
I will pick this person.
Congratulations! Excellent getting picked, man. That was the best getting picked I've ever seen. Please take your new elite seats and your elite gift sets.
Thank you, storytellers. Please resume story.
So, one day, the boy was led to the very edge of Highground, where the skies were crystal clear, and he could see straight up to the stars above, and straight down to the ground below. This was a very important day, one the boy had been preparing for since the moment he was born. There had never been a boy made from clouds before, and the Highgrounders knew that with the right training and nurturing, this boy would give them a control over the skies like they had never had before. Just as he had practiced, he cleared his throat, ready to call out to the winds. When suddenly, something shifted. There was a stir in the air and something seemed not quite right. All of a sudden, the air started swirling around him, whipping up into a frenzy. Something was making the winds angry, very angry. Come back! Cried the Highlander. Run away from the edge! They were confused by the roaring gale. He began to stumble, and suddenly he found himself staring straight down. For the first time in his life, he realized just how far down Lowground was. There was a great crash, as the platform the boy was standing on was ripped away into the sky.
Then there was a crash of thunder.
The winds went silent.
One day, the girl was out combing the fields, looking for water, when she spotted something that had been caught in one of the mother spider's giant safety webs. She saw something moving. She saw something slowly sitting up at the corner of the web. And there she saw a boy. A boy who'd been carved out of clouds. Thank you, standards. Please put your instruments down.
Our honoured elite guests.
Our treasured elite guests.
In the next part of the story, the boy and the girl will meet to discuss the fact that the boy has fallen from Highground.
In response to the news, the boy will proper freak out like Will.
How should the girl attempt to calm him?
If she speaks honestly and openly with him about the situation and his feelings, at the next turn, please raise your thumbs.
Or if she takes him to the pub, please keep your thumbs down.
That's thumbs up for talk about his feelings.
Thumbs down for go to the pub.
Thank you. You are voted for. Go to the pub.
And so, they decided to go for a pint. What do you mean I'm not in Highground anymore?
The girl stared at the boy, not quite sure what to say.
But this wasn't supposed to happen. And there all going to be some
darted round for anyone who might be better at this sort of thing.
I shouldn't be telling you all this. You probably have your own problems.
Oh, well, you know.
I'm sure I will find my way back to Highground. With no one to help me.
Going all. Not one single person.
I can't take you to Highground!
Why not? I'm all alone with no one to help me.
Because no one's ever gotten from Lowground to Highground before. It's too high.
Well, I suppose that's sort of the point. But there has to be a way.
Maybe there is. But I can't take you. My whole family lives there. I've got a lot of work to do.
Look, the details don't matter. Terribly sorry. Look, what matters if we put our minds to it, if we work hard, if we work together, then we can achieve anything. No.
Okay, look. I can't go with you, but there might be one way.
Yes, I knew it. What is it?
No one knows for sure. No one's even seen it, but have you ever heard of the Tower?
The pub went silent. A sudden tension filled the air as everyone leaned in to listen to their conversation. The tower.
Yeah, the Tower. They say that some people got together way across the way, and they're building a tower that will take them up to Highground.
Wow, that's amazing.
So they say, but no one knows how to get there. It lies across the way. Way across the way. Way across the way. Nobody's ever travelled that far before.
Nobody.
Nobody.
Nobody, you see.
Suddenly, the boy and the girl heard a dry, creaky old voice. They saw a figure beckoning them from the shadows. They saw a hunched, weathered shell, dry, scaly skin, and eyes that had seen the world and found it lacking. They saw the Turtle Crow.
So, child, said the turtle crow, you wish to see the tower, do you? She coughed out a hoarse old laugh. I've seen the tower many times, in fact. It lies far, far beyond these lands. It stretches up towards the heavens. I suppose I could take you there, but a price.
Hang on, the girl interrupted. I know you. Haven't I seen you hanging around the tunnels?
Ah, yes, the tunnels. The labyrinthine network of passages which lies below, even the lowest of Lowground. Yes, I've been there in my time, child, peddling my wares.
Yeah, the tunnels, the dark places where all the dodgy stuff happens. You're always there doing dodgy stuff.
Do you want to go to the tower or not?
No, I'm not going. But he needs to get home, so go on. How'd you get there?
With work, child. Long, hard, grueling work will get you to the tower. And I had just a job for your wee friend there.
Mm-hmm.
They say the tunnels can get you anywhere in Lowground if you know which path to follow. I have some deliveries that I need to make, some of which just so happen to be taking me past the tower. He will assist me on my journey and help me with some of the more sensitive items amongst my collection.
So dodgy stuff.
Look, that's the offer. It's the best you're going to get. So he either follows me through the tunnels, or he makes his own way above ground, and nobody has gone that far before.
Nobody.
Nobody!
Nobody, you say?
At that moment, the boy, the girl, and the turtle crow had a mysterious, booming voice. They turned, and there in the distance they saw a figure. They saw a tall, manly frame, a bold, intimidating gait. There, framed by the setting sun, they saw a duck.
You kids want to get to the tower, eh? I haven't heard talk like that in a long time. They said it couldn't be done, and I laughed. Laughed! You that say it can't be done.
It can't be
Ha 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 ha! Quack! No valley too low, no river wide enough, baby. That can stop me. Bill, the mountain duck. Quack!
That's amazing! Said the boy, who had been standing here the whole time.
Excuse me, Mr. Bill.
Please, son, call me Bill, the mountain duck.
Right, yes, Bill the mountain duck. Have you really been to the tower?
Tell me, son, have you ever flown so fast the air got dizzy?
No!
Ever swam so deep the shore got seasick?
No!
Ever sang so beautifully that the grass, the trees, and every flower in the field sprang into bloom?
No!
Of course you haven't. Look at you. But I, Bill, the mountain duck, have visited every corner of Lowground. And I have seen the tower. If you think you have what it takes, you could join me on my next expedition. I warn you, it'll be hard work. Long, hard, grueling work. But if you put your mind to it and just believe in yourself, there's no limit to what we can achieve.
Hooray! Meanwhile, the turtle crow was still stood over by the girl, watching the newcomer very carefully. I'll tell you one thing for free. It's that you will only get anywhere following that cretin. That medal-swinging mallard couldn't even lead rain to the ground. Plus he looks ridiculous.
Oh, what's that I hear in the corner there? Is that the sound of a withered old has-been who's lost her way to the post office?
Is that the sound of an arrogant brat who had adventures instead of responsibility?
Or an ancient old hag who made metaphors instead of children?
You bumptious imbecile!
Pretentious old witch! Windbag!
Big face!
Conflict detected. Please cease immediately.
That was a conflict.
Please use elites to settle the conflict.
It's just part of the story.
Please avoid future conflict. We don't want things getting out of hand.
Fine.
Our honoured elite guests.
Our treasured elite guests.
You must now decide what path our story will take.
We trust that you will make the right decision.
Will our heroes follow the turtle crone?
Or will they follow Bill, the mountain duck?
This is a big decision, so please take a moment to consider. Moment complete. Please place your votes.
To follow Bill, the mountain duck, at the next turn, please raise your thumbs.
Or to follow the turtle crone. Please keep your thumbs down.
That's thumbs up for Bill, the mountain duck.
Thumbs down for the turtle crone. Thank you. You have voted for the turtle crone. Just then, the argument was interrupted by a crash of thunder.
And a flash of blinding white light.
A lightning bolt tore through the ceiling, striking right into the heart of Bill the mountain duck.
Shock flooded his face as 100 million volts shot through his body.
His feathers went black, his skin went crispy, and the smell coming off him was delicious.
And slowly, Bill the mountain duck fell, twitching to the ground.
There was a brief and eerie silence, and the adventurer was no more. Well, that's a shame! So, what were we saying about the tower?
Oh yes, you can take him there, can you?
That's correct.
Well, Bill's dead now, so that's that.
Marvellous! Let's discuss payment.
Payment? The girl stared incredulously into the crone's grinning face.
I, up front, have got my overheads to consider.
He's working for you. Why should he pay you if he is working
Oh,
for
oh, 1 second, if I could just... The boy grabbed the girl by the arm and began to talk lightly. I am so sorry, miss. Can I just stay for 5 minutes?
What are you doing? The girl hissed. You know you're being scammed, right? She just wants money off you.
Oh! The boy didn't seem too fussed. Well, that's all right. I was thinking we could just give her this. And with that, the boy brought forth a beautiful, dazzling hailstone. Glitteringly white, dazzlingly shiny, and about the size of a large marble.
The girl's jaw dropped. Where did she get that? That must be worth a fortune.
I made it, said the boy.
can't give her all that.
But why not? I can just make more.
It's the principle of the thing. I don't want to take advantage of you.
I don't think you need to worry about that sort of thing. She's been really nice helping us out like this. And besides, if she tries anything, I've got you to watch out for me, right?
The girl stared into the boy's happy little face. She didn't see one trace of suspicion in his eyes. Just hope, excitement, and a total faith in the kindness of strangers. She strongly suspected he was going to die. Alright, fine. I will take you as far as the tower, but you're on your own for now, right?
Hooray! The boy beamed with joy. Oh, I can't wait to tell her. Oh, look! Here she comes now. Well, your friend drives a hard bargain, dearie. But I suppose this will have to do.
Yes, said the girl through gritted teeth. I suppose it will.
Just a shame I didn't have any change on me. Left it all in my other shell. Pity.
Yes, what a pity. The girl glared at the crone.
And the crone glared back. Well, let's get the wagon round then. We'll get you on with the others.
What others?
With my other wee helpers, of course. You didn't think I was going all the way to the tower with just two snivelling kids, did you? The tunnels are dangerous. What would I do if something happened to you? Why, I'd be all alone.
So where are these little helpers coming from?
Ah, you can always find somebody to do your dirty work for you. Speaking of which, good news, dearies. An exciting employment opportunity has just become available. I need some lovely, fresh young faces who know how to follow instructions, keep questions to a minimum, and keep their mouths shut. Those who reach the end of our journey will be handsomely rewarded. About 4 of you will do. I'm going to start picking volunteers in the morning. I will be picking based on enthusiasm, initiative, and the ability to hold up your hand above your head! Oh, God, it hurts. So, get ready, prepare those hands. I'm going to be picking volunteers now! You! Absolutely fantastic! I love the enthusiasm and the initiative and the hand holding! And you, perfect! What a beautiful coordinate you have! Good. Now, getting a wee bit closer than that's going to be a tight squeeze. Wee bit closer. So big wagon, if that's a bit too close. Go on. Actually, take a whole step back, it's too much. Fantastic. Okay, put your packages down. Now, these packages contain delicate and sensitive material. So I'm going to need you to keep them hidden at all costs. Aye? You, take a brolly, put it up. Oh, would you look at that? We've got some wheels. To the side. Absolutely brilliant. Class. Right. Spin. Oh, fantastic. And we are off. Come on, you imbeciles, bolt with me. It suggests movement.
And our heroes set off in the turtle crone's wagon, carried forward by, let's say, tunnel sheep. They took a long and winding path, delving deep beneath the ground, when they saw a figure in the distance.
Stop! Wheels down. Look out! It's a policeman! Now listen carefully and I'll go over the plan. I know this policeman, and we need not fear, because I know that he's got nay ears. So, there'll be no questions and no interrogations. Just make sure to keep your packages
caverns, tight crevices and huge underground halls. They kept travelling left and right, up and down, twisting and turning this way and that until...
Stop! Wheelstone, look out! It's a customs officer! Listen carefully, and I'll go over the plan. Now, I know this customs officer, and we need not cry, because I know that he's got nae eyes. So, just follow my lead and keep quiet, eh?
Good evening, madam. We've been expecting you.
Oh, hello there, sir. Lovely evening, isn't it? I'm just a frail old wagon delivering goods to Highground.
Yes, that's exactly what it says on my clipboard. In Braille. Just you travelling, is it?
That's right, just me and my various sacks of goods that can't speak.
Well, I have a list of the exact goods right here. I suppose you wouldn't mind if we had a little inspection, would you?
Not at all, sir. Not at all.
Very well. First on my list, 1 sack of adorable kittens.
Ah, yes, those Highgrounders sure do love their kittens.
We'll see, shall we?
Meow. Meow.
Excellent. Now, next on my list, 1 sack of adorable puppies.
Ah, those Highgrounders sure do love their puppies. What?
Ah, yes, the Woofing Highlands. Excellent breed. 1 sack of bagpipes.
Ah, those Highgrounders sure do love their bagpipes.
Takes me back to the Highlands of my youth. Next! 1 sack of spring sirens, doorbells, and assorted bits of metal.
Ah, those Highgrounders do love their springs, sirens, doorbells, and assorted bits of metal.
Quite. Excellent! Finally on my list, 20 kilograms of crack cocaine.
Those Highgrounders sure do love their crack cocaine.
Indeed. Oh yes, that is the noise that cocaine makes. Excellent. All up to code. Safe journeys, madam.
Right, he's gone. Spin, lads, spin!
And they carried on their journey. Now they were travelling steeply upwards. The tunnels were cutting through cliffs, winding up hills, and burrowing up mountains. When...
Stop! Wheelstone! Make those packages quickly, it's the Department for Work and Pensions. Listen carefully, and I'll go over the plan. Now, I know this officer, and we need not beg, because I know that he's got nae legs. Spin, boy, spin! Oh,
And our heroes outran the DWP and emerged from the final tunnel, felt cool air fresh on their face. They had finally reached the town. Congratulations, our loyal wagon workers. Wheels down, you have survived your journey and successfully escorted our heroes to the town.
and for that, you will earn a reward.
Intervention. Only 2 new elite guests may be appointed at this time.
Except for you and you. You fell off the wagon and died.
But you two, you are now elite audience members. How do you feel?
Intervention. New elite guests must now be formally approved.
Although to allow these workers to join you. At the next turn, please raise your thumbs.
Or to send them back to where they came from. Please keep your thumbs down.
That's thumbs up for invite the workers to join you.
Thumbs down for send them back to where they came from.
Thank you. You have just about voted. Invite the workers to join you.
Congratulations on new elite guests. Please take your seats and your complimentary gift boxes.
Thank you, storytellers. Please resume story.
Right, that's it. Spat the crone. The tower, the great hulking monstrosity up close and personal. Happy now?
For the first time, the girl noticed how tired the crone's old eyes were. Thank you. Thanks for moving us all this way. Sorry. Sorry if it seems ungrateful.
Didn't do that with your face, child. Doesn't it suit you? Anyway, away with you. Off you go. That boy needs to get back home. You've got to get back to your mother. Yeah. Cheers. She'll be worried sick about you. Thank you. Besides, I was always going to help you. That boy is filthy rich.
And the boy and the girl watched as the turtle crone rode her wagon off into the unknown, her cackles echoing through the tunnels as she went. Oh look, you're back, said the girl to the boy.
What? No, I've been here the whole time, said the boy to the girl.
Really?
Yeah, I was just having a lie down in the wagon.
Brilliant, let's go to the tower.
And they turned and walked to the tower without any further questions.
Thank you, storytellers. Please commence interval. Thank you, storytellers. Please commence interval.
Our treasured elite guest.
Our honoured elite guest.
To ensure that you are sufficiently stimulated for your storytelling experience, there will now be a short interval.
Please take this time to relax, reflect and recuperate. We will see you in 15 minutes' time.
Standard, see you in 10.
Don't be late.
Don't go near the elite chairs. Thank you.
Thank you. Your listeners will have the opportunity to win elite status. Please speak to your designated hosts outside the storytelling arena, who will brief you on your approved advancement tasks. Please vacate the storytelling arena during the interval. Please vacate the storytelling arena during the interval. Thank you.